Hi, GTO3235 bringing another quick video. This video is actually a sort of a tabletop review. I'm going to do a shoot-in section as well on the Smith & Wesson Model 910. This is a very inexpensive firearm compared to a lot of other makes and models, but it is a lot cheaper. I've never had a single misfire or misfeed with it. I've now put I've probably got about 500 rounds through it. I've stripped it about 4 times. It's still as tight as a duck's arse is to water, but it's good. So anyway, let me move the camera and we'll get a couple of close-ups on this lovely gun. So here we are. This is a Smith & Wesson Model 910. This has been an awesome gun. Never had a problem with it. It's a very good looking gun. It's light. I don't know the weight off the top of my head. It's actually a double action, single action. It is loaded, so let me just make sure everything's fine. Nothing in the chamber. Okay, what I'm going to do now, this is a sort of, it's going to be like a double video. Again, I want to do, I'm going to do a field strip of this gun, but I'm also going to apply a new type of gun conditioning oil called Militech 1. After we've done that, we will go outside and do some shooting. So let me get this baby stripped. As per usual, you treat every firearm as if it's loaded. The magazine is out, as you can see. There's nothing in the chamber. Okay. Now, as I said earlier, this gun is still fairly tight. The pin holding it together is still pretty firm. I may not be able to push it out with my hand. Anyway, this is basically what you do. Same as most pistols. Pull the slide back so the notch lines up with the pin. Needs to be pushed through. As I said, it's pretty tight because it hasn't been stripped very much. And it's as simple as just sliding the barrel off in one. Guide rod and the guide rod spring come out. Withdraw the barrel. Everything is pretty easy, as you can see. Now, although this is oiled before with other oil which I use, like I said, I'm going to change it now to try this Militech out. So this is actually the first time of doing this. So just bear with me a moment and we get this puppy back together. A very small amount. And then we will see what it's like. I'm giving this in real time as well, so just bear with me, guys. Okay, reassembly is just the same in reverse. Push the barrel in, put your guide rod in, make sure it don't go pow and take your eyes out. you know, they fly off pretty easily. Assemble it back on the frame. Now on a lot of these pistols, push down on the back. Now it's a case of lining it up yet again. Put a bit of oil on the pin. Like I said, it's pretty tight. Push it in. Decock. So there you have it. That was a quick field strip. I've just applied some of this new Militech oil. So now we're going to have some fun and fire a couple of rounds off. Get it up to temperature. And then we can strip it again. Because after it's up to temperature, this oil has got to be reapplied. It actually, the way it works is on a chemical basis. I think there's like a reaction happens. I haven't really read up on it yet. Anyway, let's go and do some shooting with the old Smith & Wesson 910. Hi. So we're outside now. You're in tactical land in Playtown. Anyway, we're going to do some shooting with the Smith & Wesson model 910. Jack, I can hear Jack somewhere. He's probably stalking zombies. Anyway, model 910. Fired a couple of shots off, okay? And as per usual, ears and eyes. Clear. Okay, we put a bit of heat into it. Let's go and strip it down and see how this oil performed. Okay, my tactical bitches, back inside with the Smith & Wesson. There's nothing in it. I'm going to strip it down nice and quickly. Again, as usual, you know, pull the slide back to the notch. Thing is, we don't want it to go off. I don't want to blow my hog off, you know. Anyway, pull the pin out. See them about guide rods popping off? Very easily to do. Pop the barrel off. There's oil everywhere. So obviously a little goes a long, long way. So far, I think the oil is pretty good. It certainly goes a long way. It doesn't need a lot to do it. Anyway, I don't want this video to drag out to be you know, a 45-minute jobby, because nobody needs to suffer in front of a video for 45 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so there you have it. There's a Smith & Wesson model 910. Nice little gun. Would I use it for concealment, for, you know, concealed carry? Probably not. It's probably a little bit too big for that, although it's light enough. But as a general pistol, the thing is awesome. I mean, 9mm, if you can get it, it's pretty cheap to shoot. As I said, this thing has never misfed or anything. So I think it's a good little gun to recommend, and you can still get them at very reasonable prices. Far cheaper than any freaking Glock, that's for sure. Although I'm not comparing it to a Glock. Anyway, GT03235, having fun time in the fun clinic. Over and out.